Hi, Mark. Welcome around the workstand.
Hello, Susie. How's it going?
Well, it's going pretty well. It's November. It's with a high of 70 today.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. Mad at the sunset, but that's okay. Moving on.
There you go.
What are we talking about today?
Well, I've got some things on my mind.
I see that.
Yeah. And I think I want to get back to the basics because I think that we spend a lot of time talking about promotion and marketing. We spend a lot of time talking about complex things like Google local inventory ads. But there are some basics that I think sometimes, because we love our clients, sometimes we're not as, I don't know, maybe it's a tough love thing. Maybe we could be a little more, let's do it this way. Consider this. And I want to do that today because I think there's three things, or let's just say a few things that we need to be thinking about. One of them is your website. It needs to be right. And basically, it's going to come down to search, conversion, and credibility. That's what I want to talk about today. Is that okay?
I think that's fantastic. I think it's fun. We love to talk about all the specifics and things that we see some of our best performing retailers do. But if we don't have the foundation, you just...
what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Well, so the foundation is your website. It is the cornerstone of your marketing. It's the cornerstone of how you present yourself to the public. And often, if you don't get these things right, you never really get that chance. And I'll go so far as to say your website's condition, what it has, how it presents it, largely determines what you will sell or not sell. Online or in store, one way or the other. You can say, well, I don't sell online. It still does. It still has a huge part to play in what you may ultimately sell or not sell in your store. Because if that truly is, and we believe it, it's the front door to your business. If it's not good, you just never get that chance. So you got to get that right. You got to get it right.
Got to get it right. Yeah, exactly. Like if so maybe you don't close sales on your website, but really, I mean, research is showing that nearly I feel like the statistic is like 93 or 95% of sales originate online. So no matter where that closes, that customer is starting that purchase on the internet.
Yeah. And again, to be tough lovish, believe it or don't believe it, it's true.
And it's because we care.
It is. It's because we care. It is true. So if you aren't displaying on your website what matters to you as a business, if you aren't displaying on your website the value that you offer, what's your value proposition? That's a worn out kind of phrase. We use it a lot because, we try and offer value. But if you aren't clear about what that value proposition is on your website, you may be super clear in the store once somebody's there, but if you're not clear on your website, you just don't get that opportunity. And if you aren't clear and present thoughtfully the products that you wish to sell to the consuming public, you just can't win search. And search is key. And that's the next little bullet point is the goal is to win searches. So consumers these days, if they want to do something, they want a bike repair, they pull their phone out and they bike repair near me. If they're looking for a thing, a part, a derailleur, a tire, whatever that is, a saddle, they're going to pull their phone out and Google that thing. If you don't have that available on your website, I'm not going to say you can't win the search, but you can't win the search if you don't have the thing.
Yes. Yeah, you curate the products in your store, you organize your store in a way that makes it easy to search for the thing the customer is looking for, or for one of your staff to guide them through a purchase. Same goes for your website.
Yep. For every person, and I'm not saying that it doesn't ever happen anymore like it did 20 or 30 years ago, that somebody thinks about a bike thing, they just get in the car and show up at a bike shop and ask what they have. I'm sure it does happen. But for every time that happens, I'll bet there's hundreds, if not thousands of times that a particular store that hasn't taken care of these things, they're not even in the conversation. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you missed because that search was never there to that consumer. They never found you in the normal ways.
Yeah, so I feel like that's super applicable with acquiring new customers.
Yes.
So I feel like it's you and I who are like bike nerds, bike shop nerds, we're going to wander in because we enjoy that. We want to go look around. Maybe I'm looking for something specific, maybe not. But I think that's not as common with maybe groups of people who have not traditionally been served by bike shops.
Just the general public, maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, what about the hundreds of new customers most stores got during the pandemic? Mm-hmm. Those are not traditional bike shop shoppers.
No, I mean, we saw so like skyrocket the number of online sales.
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of those folks. Yeah.
Yep. All right. That's important. Mm-hmm. When consumers do find your website, will they be impressed? Will they be convinced of your professionalism? Mm-hmm. That's a question that's really hard to answer sometimes because we're always too close to our own things. But please look at your website. Try and think about, the bike shop owners and managers and staff. They know the questions they get asked all the time in the store. Does the website answer those questions? If it does, then that's probably why you have a lot of people in the store, or at least part of the reason why. But if it doesn't, if you're not answering that question, it's not feasible to think that if you're not answering the question, the solution for your consumer is to go, oh, well, I didn't get the answer here. Let me drive all the way down to the store I've never been to and find out if they know the answer. That's not happening.
Right.
They simply back out of that search, go to the next result, find what they wanted clearly and concisely, and their questions answered, and then they convert, whatever conversion means at that point. They come for a tune-up, they buy something online, whatever conversion means, that's what happens. So if you're not doing that, if you don't have that in place, that's a serious hole, and it's really hard to see that hole because you were never really an option in the first place. Mm-hmm. So that's key. And here's something that we do see a lot, because sometimes our clients, I think the number I saw this week was, I don't remember how many, a very great percentage of our clients have their shopping cart on, but some do not. Mm-hmm. So even if the website's everything I talked about before, everything you talked about and meeting the customer where they are, even if it is that way, but the shopping cart's not on, there's a tremendous roadblock or almost a red flag really to a consumer who finds a website that has the thing they want. They can see the price. Often they can see the availability. They see no way to buy it.
You have their attention. Yeah.
You have their attention. They see no way to buy that thing. And they're, as a consumer today where you can buy anything anywhere, that's weird. Why can't I buy that thing? Again, they're not typically, sometimes they'll call. Typically, they're not going to call. They're not going to show. There's back out, go to the next result. Mm-hmm. There's a shopping cart. And the funny thing is often they don't even intend to use the shopping cart. Their intention is to come to the store and buy the thing. But this red flag of, that's odd. Why is there no way to, why I'm on a website that looks like a commerce site but isn't a commerce site?
Yeah.
I don't think you lose as many that way as these other scenarios, but you're losing. It's worth turning that shopping cart on for pickup in store. Don't worry about shipping. If shipping's the logistical nightmare that you fear, that I get that, but turn the shopping cart on for pickup in store or home delivery even. If you're doing home delivery, at least turn it on for that part and let us help you configure that. So ensure those things are done. Think about those things. Let us help. But I just want to take a minute, and I know how I get with this. I get a little wound up because I see it work. And I have seen this work correctly and properly and impressively and shock people and make them say, I wish I'd done this before. Since 2011, I've been here watching this work. Mm-hmm. So I just want it to work for more folks. And so with all that rambling, how about a here's your action items recap.
Yes, we just talked at you. Now, what should you do about
Well, you didn't. You tried to be reasonable while I was talking at So I apologize. I apologize for talking at. But I think this kind of wraps up all in one spot. We won't have a tech tip. The tech tip today is do all those things.
Yeah.
But here's kind of the action items. And I am going to read some notes over here. So ensure that your website is shoppable in a sensible way. Categories are grouped appropriately, often on the homepage. Navigation is simple and intuitive. Let's not make people work too hard to find things. Your catalog is accurate. So that's got a lot to do with your point of sale data being accurate, because often we're using point of sale data to drive the catalog. And that service offerings are clear. Do you do tune-ups? What are the different tune-up levels? Again, what are they asking you about in the store? And that pricing and availability is clear for everything that you offer. So I know sometimes retailers don't want to show what their tune-up prices are because they think maybe they're high. If they're high, it's because it's worth it. And if you're doing good work and getting that work paid for in the store, you'll get it paid for on the website. No price is perfect for everybody. So whatever that hang up is, let us help you work through that. So that's the first step. Second step, every piece of content on your website should look good on all devices. So it's not enough that it just looks good on a phone or it just looks good on a desktop. It needs to format itself correctly, what we call responsive, on all devices. So look at it on an iPad. Look at it on I don't know, I'm a Mac person, so I don't Apple person. I don't know what the other tablets, but look at it on other tablets. Look at it on desktops. Look at it on mobile phones. That's important.
And if you don't have all those different devices or device sizes, we can help show you how to just kind of look at that even in the browser on your computer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point. Payment options and delivery options should be as plentiful as you can manage. And again, simple and presented in the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, end of the day, I think to kind of like sum all this up in a lot of ways, and the payment kind of made me think about it. I was like, it's all about making it, meet your customers or potential customers where they're at and make it easy.
Yes, make it easy.
Make it easy.
Just like you do in the store. You said it earlier. You set the store up a certain way. And you do that for a lot of reasons. One of them is so people can find what they want. You don't hide tires off mixed in with the clothes and tubes stuffed over. I mean, make it make sense and easy.
Make it make sense.
And ask for help.
Yes, ask for help.
That's what we do.
That is what we do. I mean, you brought up the point of your website looking professional. Maybe make sure, take a moment to look and is this something that you're proud of?
Yeah.
If you need to step away, ask someone else, maybe a family member who doesn't really ride bikes, someone who's not already your customer base. Take a look and just see another set of eyes. Or you can reach out to us.
Reach out to us. We'll do a complimentary website review.
Yeah. No charge. We'll look front end, so what your customers see, and back end, maybe looking through those your shopping cart settings, payment options, just messaging, any kind of outgoing messaging. Maybe if someone makes a purchase, what kind of email do they get? Things like that. We'll take a look at that and give you our notes.
Yeah, and look, if you do ask for help, but this podcast and how wound up I get about this stuff scares you a bit, you don't have to talk to me. There's other.
No, we have other. We have other options. You can just bypass Mark.
Yeah, but I promise it's coming from a place of wanting to help. I just this is doable. So many things in retail are so hard. This is doable. We can help you do this well.
Yeah, you're doing the hard part. That's the thing.
You're doing the really hard part that nobody seems to be able to help you with, and you just have to go figure it all out.
Yeah.
We can help with this. This is doable. And it will make a difference. It will unequivocally make a positive difference in your business. You will sell more stuff and make happier customers.
And that really is our business mission. That's it. Helping you sell more stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Susie, thanks for putting up with that.
That was excellent. I liked just letting you talk, and every once in a while I'd say something that was sort of relevant.
Yeah. Pull it back a little bit, ground it a little bit.
Mark, stop talking.
Yes. Well, let's do that. We'll stop talking, and I guess we'll see everybody around the workstand.
Yeah, we'll see you around the workstand.